Hello everyone, I'm Navya and welcome to another interview of Talks with TEC. I'm here with my friends Gibran and Himanshu. Traveling, it leaves you speechless, then turns you into a storyteller. How great is it to travel? To meet new people, see new places, experience different cultures, live life the way life is lived somewhere else. Plenty of good things are associated with travel. So, our today's guest is someone who has a bag full of memories to share with us, someone who started traveling when she was just 10 years old. Let's welcome one and only Alvira Ayat Bashir. Hi Ayat, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so before starting with the interview, we'll have a small activity in which we'll have a belly laugh. Okay, I'll count till three. We'll do this activity twice. Okay, two times you need to laugh from your belly. I'll count till three,
All
and then
right.
laugh as loud as you can. Okay, just freely. One, two, three. Okay then. One, two, three. Okay, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Much better.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start. My first question for you is like, amongst the places that you have traveled, which one is your favorite?
I've been fortunate to travel to a lot of places with different sceneries and different tourist attractions, and it's pretty hard to say which one is my favorite. But one of the places that I liked the most was Glacier 3000 in Switzerland. We went up and down the mountains on a snow bus. I liked it because I have always been fascinated with snow, and making a snowman was something that I could never imagine to do living in Delhi. And we enjoyed riding the snow sledge. It was fun sliding down the slopes. We rode on a snow tractor. We were playfully throwing snowballs at each other. The overall experience was very fun. It was memorable. It's something that I would always cherish. And by the way, when most of the people relate to Mont Blanc in the Alps in France, but Glacier 3000 in the Swiss Alps is a different experience.
Okay, that's amazing. Share some of the memories from that place. Any amazing memory that you had from that place?
It was like we were making snowmen, and we went sledging. We I had never seen a snow tractor in my entire life, so I was a bit surprised that there's something called a snow tractor. So we rode a snow tractor, and there was a snow bus. It's just like a gondola. It's a bit larger, and yeah, we were on the snow bus. But other than that, I have some other memories while traveling. Recently, we went to Ramgarh in Uttaranchal, and we stayed in a beautiful cottage called Solitude in the Himalayas. From there, we drove to another cottage of this same franchise called Solitude by the riverside, and we went there for a day trip. The cottage was within the forests. It was a long and tiring trek. We walked across the river at some places, and there was this small waterfall. We saw this small waterfall, and but when we finally reached there, it was such a pleasant place. The sound of the gushing, flowing water, and there was this cool breeze blowing. It was a wonderful day. We dipped our feet in the cold water, and I still can't forget how incredibly freezing the water was. But that day was one that I would never forget. Apart from that, I'd like to share an interesting incident. I remember when I went to Venice, it was a long, tiring day. I was really restless, sleepy, and hungry, of course, and I couldn't wait to go back to the hotel and just rest on the cozy bed. And my mom bought me a bread pizza. It was all I was going to have in my hand, and I was happy that we were finally going home when this seagull dived, swooshing over my head, and it snatched the pizza and flew away.
Oh my God, that's amazing. So, did you fall sick after that when you just dived into the water and the water was so freezing?
No, I wasn't sick because we went to Ramgarh when it was summers.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I
It
did
was
not feel
already
sick.
very hot. That's amazing. That's an amazing experience, Ayat. Then, what can't you travel without? What's the most essential part of your traveling?
One of the things that I always carry are books. I'm an avid reader and I love to read stories and novels. Though it's difficult to read while we are driving, I often read at the airport or in the airplane or in our hotel room, maybe. I'd rather read than wait for hours. So, yeah.
That's amazing. That's lovely. Then, what place is the top of your bucket list?
I think I am much fascinated by Paris.
Okay.
It could be because I'm learning French at school as a third language, and I happen to have an interest in French history and French culture. Even though I stayed in Paris for 2 days, it just wasn't enough. I'd love to go see more museums and monuments. The Louvre Museum, Eiffel Tower, of course, Champs-Élysées Avenue, and interact with the locals as well, since I know a bit of French. And I think the most beautiful essence of traveling to a new place is getting to know the locals.
Yeah, exactly. So, were you able to communicate in French with them? It must have been fun for you, right?
Yes, actually, I had just started learning French when I had gone to Paris. I remember I at the airport I was talking to the passport holder. He was speaking to me in English and I was replying to him in French. So it was a weird conversation to be honest, but that's all.
That must be fun, right? Okay. So, even though you had travel sickness back then, how did you still manage to make traveling your best friend at such a small age?
I have always had motion sickness. I still have motion sickness, but over a period of time, I have learned to deal with it. When I'm traveling short distances in the car, it isn't much of a problem. But when I'm traveling long distances, I often take short naps. Also, my mother sometimes gives me anti motion sickness pills. And a little discovery I made was that when I distract myself with listening to songs, maybe or
Yeah.
storytelling sessions, I feel much better. And my motion sickness is a real trouble at times, but it's totally worth seeing new places. And the best way to deal with motion sickness, I believe, is to travel more.
Yeah, true. I also have the same thing. I have radio puking issues. I really puke badly
Uh,
when I'm traveling. But yeah, one more thing I'll tell you: whenever you're traveling, no, have your in handkerchief, okay? Uh, put some your favorite perfume. Put a spray, like 2 3 sprays, and you can just smell it. So it doesn't that much. You can't feel that motion.
Okay. Yeah, I do that, but I don't use a perfume. I use something that smells like minty or like
Yeah, you can
eucalyptus.
have. Yeah, you can even have that chewing gums. Let's move on to the fun round. Okay, now it's totally chill. Now I'll ask you very chill questions. So, how many foreign words have you learned so far?
Yes, I've learned quite a lot of new words. I have a lot of interest in picking up different accents, and I'm particularly fascinated by the way people talk. Most European languages like French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian they're pretty similar. They're all derived from Latin. Like, let me give you an example. In French, the word friend is called ami. In Spanish, it's amigo. So you can, hear the similarity. And like
Yeah,
water in Spanish, is aqua. In Italian, it's aqua. In Portuguese, it's agua. Not much of a difference.
yeah,
Uh, I can pretty much make a basic conversation in French, so I'll not count the French words that I know. Other than that, I know how to say hi in Spanish, that is hola, hi in Italian, ciao, hi in Japanese, konnichiwa, and I can also count up to five in Spanish, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. So I also try to learn Korean a bit. because I am a huge fan of K-pop. I love BTS and Blackpink.
Okay.
I must meet in Korean.
Wow. Same. I recently started watching some K dramas, not specifically K-pop, but yeah, they are amazing. Before I never used to watch something like that, but yeah, Korean drama is something really everyone should watch.
I was saying that my friends tell me the same thing, that K-dramas are really interesting.
Yeah, they are really nice. Even though you can't understand what they're talking, through subtitles and everything, it's so much fun.
I know.
Anyways, you're so inspiring, Ayat. Such a nice.
Thank you.
What has been the most interesting food item that you have tasted?
When I went to Fort Williams in Scotland, I ate canned tuna and canned sardines for the first time. I and my brother found it so delicious. We were actually fighting for it. I remember being overjoyed when I learned that canned fish is available in India as well. And I loved Spanish olives too. I never used to like olives. When I used to see black olives in my pizza, I used to take them out and just have the cheese and the crust. But the green olives in Spain, they're very different from the olives we get in India. They taste just like pickles.
That's so
They're
nice.
delicious.
Okay, then can you show us how you speak in different accents? As you have mentioned before, you're really fond of this.
Okay. So I can speak in the American accent, which I learned from watching American TV shows and YouTubers. I can also do a general British accent, which I learned from the Harry Potter movies, like everyone else. And I can also do the French accent, and this is my favorite one. I love to pronounce the French R, and I also love to insert French words here and there, like très bien, which means very good, and oui, which means yes in French. And I can also speak in the southern accent. I don't do it very well, but I'm chilling on the sofa. I got a hamburger and some French fry. Just went to McD's. And I also love the Italian accent. I love the way Italians roll their R's. And I love to pronounce Italian. Carlo, Marco, Nico, Mario, Pedro, Esperanto, Alexandro, Isabella, and so, see. And by the way, how do you like my new dress? I
It's
can
so nice. That's so
tell you.
nice. That's
Thank
really so
you.
nice. How do you do that? Like, do you learn it, or like do you see TV drama serials or like and movies and then you just catch up so instantly?
Thank you, by the way. And I just observe people like how they speak. I watch YouTube videos and movies and all. That's how I learned.
That's so nice. Really, I'm hearing first time someone who's fond of different accents. That's really amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, then, oh, what's your dream? What do you wish to achieve in your life?
I've been singing since I was 5 years old, and I'm learning Hindustani classical. Recently, I've also started learning Western music. I want to be a singer. I'd like to pursue Western pop. I also like writing. English is my favorite subject. So I'll also write songs by myself. Taylor Swift has inspired me a lot when it comes to songwriting. And one of my biggest dreams is breaking a Grammy record, maybe. Also, recently, I've developed a bit of interest in acting, so I'd like to become an actor too.
Oh, so you're a singer also. Can you sing for us a bit, maybe?
Okay, I can. Recently, I learned a ghazal by Farida Khanum, and I can sing a bit of that, though I don't remember much. Uh, okay, so this is a ghazal by Farida Khanum. Um, the name of the ghazal is Dil Jalane Ki Baat. So I'll begin. दिल जलाने की बात करते हो दिल जलाने की बात कर आशियाने की बात करते हो, दिल जलाने की बात करते हो, हमको अपनी खबर नहीं यारों, हमको अपनी खबर नहीं यारों, तुम ज़माने की बात करते हो, तुम ज़माने की बात करते हो, दिल जलाने की बात करते हो, जलाने की बात करते हो. Thank you.
You sing so well, like really very
Thank
nice.
you.
Claps for you.
Thank you.
And now you're in which grade?
I'm in 7th right now.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, then we have come to the end of our interview. That was the very last question. And then now we have an activity for you in which we have to tell anyone who's around you and you love the most, like, I love you and I miss you, and tell them how much grateful are you to have them in your life. Whom would you like to tell?
I love my mom. She's sitting right here beside me, and I love you, mom. And she's the one who introduced me to music and acting and all of these things. So I'm grateful that she exposed me to so many things.
That's so nice. Thank you so much, Ayat. I had a great time with you, and really, you are an inspiration for almost all of us who will be watching your interview. And I wish you all the very best for future. May you achieve heights. May you really achieve Grammy Award and everything you wish for. And yeah, I'm so happy for you. Keep learning new accents, keep singing well, and keep traveling to places and share your videos with us wherever you go and vlog.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I enjoyed too. I enjoyed this interview a lot.